once a guy sticks around long enough, fans start to root for that guy just because he's been around.
I agree.
It's like,
with
oh,
that.
well, he's been around, so yeah, I want to see him win.
Yeah.
So if you're listening right now, where do you come out on that in regards to Chris Paul? Because remember, when he was at Wake Forest, he wasn't always likable. He punched Julius Hodge, and that was a questionable thing. So that stuck with him for a long time.
I would still say he's not likable.
He doesn't see, so that's fair. I don't think he's as likable, but does part of you go, well, yeah, he's not likable, but I'd be happy for him to win. So that's my question for us today.
That's a great question. It's almost like once someone's 35 and a great but hasn't won a ring, your heart wants them to get a ring, because as a sports fan, you still want to. As a sports fan, if you are so loyal, I don't know if loyal is the right word, but if you're so into your team that you can't acknowledge greatness and can't root for greatness, you're missing out on sports. I don't think CP3 is the most likable guy. His antics kind of frustrate me. He's one of those guys where if he's playing against my team, I despise him. But now watching him, the dude is great. His strategy, the way he sees the game, his antics on trying to draw fouls, trying to get in people's heads, and he's an all-time great point guard. I want to acknowledge that greatness, and I think it'd be awesome if Chris Paul had a championship. That just sounds right. If a player like Chris Paul not having a ring, that just doesn't seem fair. I know there's no fairness in sports.
Yeah,
but it feels like, man, it would be awesome if Chris Paul had a ring. But that's true. Once you reach 35, man, we start to be sympathetic as sports fan. Oh, he's old. We play the old guy card. Whoa, he's an old man. Yeah, we want good things to happen to him.
So I have not been a Chris Paul fan. Not a fan. But there is part of me that transitions into what you're talking about. You get to a certain age, you're like, yeah, all right, I guess I'd be happy for him. And you know who else that falls into? Phillip Rivers. Was never a fan of Phillip Rivers, but last year, partly because he was on the Colts, I was pulling for him. And it's like, all right, yeah, Phillip Rivers, he's been around a long time. All right, go for it. And similar to Brett Favre, I wasn't a big Brett Favre fan during the heyday with Green Bay, but toward the end, once he started hanging around so long.
Yeah, you want to see the old guys win.
I don't know. I like Brett Favre. Same with Tom Brady. I did not like Tom Brady for 15 years. And then probably the last 5 years, I've been like, all right, I appreciate him. I gotta respect him. Good for him. Let's see how many he can win. So it's just fun. It's
so interesting
as sports fans, how that happens.
From their age 20 to 30, you hate them.
Yeah. And I think Kobe Bryant, a lot of people did not like Kobe Bryant. Then toward the end,
100%.
Especially after he died, now everybody loved him.
Yeah.
It just kind of came out of the woodwork. It was very interesting to see that, because I was a fan almost from the beginning. At first, I didn't like Kobe, and then I quickly became a Kobe fan. Maybe because the Hornets traded him. So initially, I was like, wait a second. But then I was all in.